Today, my girlfriend and I went on a spur-of-the-moment trip to the city of Tequila, Mexico. We'd been staying in the city of Guadalajara for 2 weeks on a 2-month trip, traveling all around Mexico. She was a little mad at me because I kind of dragged her into this trip. You see, this isn't quite the way she wanted to spend her Saturday.
I wanted to go to a sweat lodge with a shaman, but Adam made me come here.
But she was a real sport, and we ended up finding a Mexican tequila tour in the city of Tequila, and it just so happened to be the distillery of one of the most notorious brands of tequila ever made. We almost booked our bus tickets online, but the prices seemed way too high, so we booked an Uber to the bus station to see if we could find cheaper tickets in person.
And our tickets were actually half the price by booking them in person. It was 230 pesos for 2 people to go to Tequila.
45 minutes on the bus, and we were there.
We just got off the bus in Tequila. This is what Tequila looks like so far. And right now we are going to get some lunch at Municipal Market, which is, I guess, like the best place to get food in the city of Tequila.
I really wanted to eat at this famous place called Municipal, but it was super crowded, and my girlfriend, who I guess really cares about my safety, wasn't gonna let her unvaccinated boyfriend eat around all those people inside.
I'd rather just go to a regular restaurant. It's like
Yeah, we can do that.
So we just ate quick at a normal restaurant. After lunch, we split. I started walking towards the hill so I could quick try to get some drone shots before we did a tour and started drinking, when all of a sudden I get a call from my frantic girlfriend, "Come back quick. There's only one tour we can do today in English and it's about to start." You see, while I was off lollygagging around trying to fly my drone, my girlfriend was at the busiest square in all of Tequila trying to find an English-speaking distillery tour and negotiate prices with people, but quickly found out that no one in Tequila spoke English. She was a long way away from the
sweat lodge with a shaman
that she wanted. I got back in time and we shuttled about 10 minutes outside of town to the distillery where Kylie Jenner's 818 tequila is made. These guys are pretty serious about their sanitation. The name of this distillery is called Casa Cofradia, and we ended up getting a private tour because as far as we could tell, we were actually the only English speakers in Tequila on that day, at least that we found. Our guide was super nice, friendly, and spoke superb English as she walked us through the entire process on how to make tequila. Tequila is made from the blue agave plant, which actually needs to sit in the sun for 8 to 12 years after it's been planted before it's ready to be harvested. Fortunately, the plant is super low maintenance during that time, otherwise tequila would be a lot more expensive than it is today. Once the agave reaches 6 to 7 feet tall, it's ready to be harvested. You see these green pointy things here sticking out? None of that actually makes its way into your tequila. When the agave is ready to be harvested, humidors, the cultivators of the agave plant, carefully dig up the bulbs with this tool here. The agave needs to bake for 40 hours to extract the sweetness from the fibers.
Yeah, these things smell like tequila. That's the honey right there. So all of these right here, these are it's called the pineapple of the agave plant, or the bulb of the agave plant. So this right here, well, let me show you here. This is what that looks like. This is the bottom here where the roots are. And then up top here, these are all cut off, but this is where like the green parts stick out of the agave. And then right behind me here, these are actually the ovens where all of these agave, all these bulbs, are cooked for like over 40 hours to get like the really sweet part of the agave out.
This is what it looks like after it's been cooked. Next, it's ready to crush up the extract, the mosto, or the pulp that makes the sugars more accessible. This is how it was crushed up back in the day, and this is the machine that they use today. Next, it's time for the fermentation process. The mosto gets placed into this big vat with water and yeast, where the yeast works on the mosto to be fermented into alcohol.
As you can see, it's working. When it's arrived, you put a yeast in it, and it's not hot. Oh, it's the yeast. Is the yeast working?
Bubbles form, and when it's fully worked, it's just a fraction of the original volume.
These are called the alambiques.
These are used to distill the alcohol. If it's aged only the minimum amount of time, then it's silver or blanco tequila. Anything aged more than 14 days is put into oak barrels. You may have heard of reposado tequila. Reposado translates to rested, meaning that it's been aged anywhere from 2 months to 1 year. Añejo is even more aged than that. It's been aged for 1 year to 3 years. And extra añejo is aged over 3 years. Next is bottled and sold. Casa Cofradia also had a beautiful restaurant and bar underground and another one outside.
How's the marg?
Pretty good. We've been taking a marg break, so.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
And it's not as sweet as the days. It's been weeks.
How was the tour?
It was good. We had a private tour, which we weren't expecting, but we had no idea what we were expecting because we signed up for something in Spanish and just got on a bus and got off when it stopped. So yeah, I think it was nice to like really be able to ask as many questions as we wanted and go at the pace we wanted and not feel like we were part of a big group. And it was actually less expensive than the other one, so I feel like we got a good deal on that part too.
And that wraps up Tequila, Mexico. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I just started a Patreon. So if you guys want to help support my travels, my channel, get more personal updates from me, like where I'm gonna be going next. And I currently am gonna be booking a ticket in the next 3 days. I have it narrowed down to 5 countries. So if you want to know my thought process about picking which country I'm gonna be traveling to in about 2 weeks, you can join my Patreon. Cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.